Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome back to another live stream. Today we are live for the DCTV show, episode 133. I'm going to be joined by a very special guest. I don't know where he is right now, but I presume he might have fallen asleep or something. It's pretty late, guys. It's 11 where I am. Don't know where he is in his time zone, but that being Andy. So I'm hoping Andy's going to show up, but I kind of had to start it because it is getting really late. We just finished the other live stream where we were watching Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2, and that was really good. I was joined by Nathan, one of the members on the channel, and so hopefully you guys who are tuning in right now, yeah, we're going to be talking all about the latest news in the last week. And if you want to support the channel and send in super chats throughout the live stream, please be sure to do that by clicking the $ just underneath the chat function or like just next to it. And yeah, you'll be supporting the channel whilst you do that. So I appreciate anyone that sends super chats. And of course, I'll be sure to answer them live as we go along throughout the live stream. And yeah, we got some topics, but as I said, if you send in any super chats, we'll just answer it. It doesn't matter if it's off topic or anything like that. But yeah, hopefully some of you guys are around and are watching. I know it is late. Don't know what time it is in America. Like, maybe like 6 p.m. East Coast. So I reckon that's like 3 p.m., 2 p.m., maybe like 2, 3 p.m. on the West Coast, so like LA time. I don't know. Anyways, that's just me presuming. So hopefully some of you guys are around. Hopefully you're watching and you're interested about what we got to talk about in today's live stream. Leave a like on the video as we get going on this live stream. So yeah, just for me, it's just me for now. But Nathan is here in the live chat. Welcome, Nathan. Nathan says, was quite a good film, some great bits that blew my mind. Yeah, definitely. Citizen Tim Scott was here 15 minutes ago. Don't know if you are here, Tim, but welcome to the live stream. Gaming with Kai was here earlier. That was like just over an hour ago. Obviously, I set this up earlier in the day so you guys could join. Super Godzilla Vlogs was here like really earlier at like 4:50. Craig is here. Welcome, Craig. Andy is supposed to be joining me, but I have a theory that he has fallen asleep because I can't get contact with him. But I did message him a couple of hours ago and he was like, yeah, all good to join the stream and stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully Andy does show up, but yeah, you know, there's no problem if not. But yeah, like I said, just, you know, you guys keep asking questions in the chat, keep going and, you know, bouncing off, and I'll bounce off you guys. But yeah, welcome back, Tim. Nice to have you. Thanks for rejoining. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into our first main topic so I don't bore you anymore, guys. But we need to talk about that trailer that was released the other day. It was, and I'm going to bring it up on the stream right here, the My Adventures with Superman Season 2 trailer. Any other CW news apart from the CW is dead and dying? No, that's pretty much it every time. It was actually a topic I wanted to talk about with Andy because that would just be like how I was planning to round up the stream just to get his thoughts, because I know he is so done with the CW. So it's just always good to get his thoughts on it. But maybe I can get your guys' thoughts, like including you, Craig, towards the end of the stream. But I am just getting up on the screen, you know, the trailer that was released the other day. And of course, that trailer was for My Adventures with Superman Season 2. Now, a question for those of you guys in the chat. Are you watching My Adventures with Superman? Like, did you watch Season 1? Are you looking forward to Season 2? Let me know. I'm just bringing it up in my YouTube tab. So this is part of the trailer. Craig says, I do like them because unlike some, they actually pitch me interviews. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I know just Andy has like a bad, well, not a bad relationship. I think Andy's just kind of done with just the CW and Next Star programming. I think Andy had a good relationship with the CW prior to Nexstar, so I don't know what's going on right now, but he's like not even sure he wants to watch Superman Lois, which for me, I don't know about you, Craig. I don't know about all of you guys in the chat, but I'm dying to see Superman Lois. I'm going to watch it as soon as it comes out. I can't wait to watch it, despite what's happening on the CW. Man on Moon agrees with me. Yes, I am. It's so good. Yeah, I completely agree. I watched most of season 1, didn't get to finish, but I liked it a lot. Yeah, so this season 2 trailer came out the other day, and it got me excited. I'm going to be completely honest. You guys know I'm a big Supergirl fan, but it was everything in the trailer. It was the reveal of Lex Luthor. Obviously, that's going to cause a little bit of controversy, I do think, because as you can see on the screen right here, I don't want to click off Supergirl for now, but you can see Lex there, and I think people are going to be like, why has he not shaved his head? Like, why does he look so young? This is not, I think that was part of the complaints of season 1. A lot of people were complaining, oh, it's too teenagery. The show is not serious enough. And yeah, I think Lex might get questioned by some people watching this season, but we'll see. I'm sure at some point he's going to shave his hair off, but yeah. So Supergirl is featured at the end of the trailer. I'm really looking forward to see her inclusion. Wait, is this an animated Smallville without calling it Smallville? No, not really. Unless Craig thinks it is. Craig is like the Smallville guru around here. So I'm curious what season 4 will bring, but they really should release a trailer for Superman Lois so people even remember it's still a thing and to build the hype. Yeah, I completely agree, Craig. Like for Superman Lois, it's actually been such a long time. Like it's not even just me where I'm like, okay, Jesus. Like the last time we had Superman Lois was last summer in 2023. And now we're in May, we're heading towards the summer, guys. Like it's getting hot again in England. It's getting hot again, like some days. So you're like, wow, that was the last time Superman Lois was out. And so, yeah, I completely agree. And there was that tweet a while ago from one of the CW affiliates that they'd seen a trailer and hopefully we get to see it soon. So yeah, I think they really gotta release a trailer some point very, very soon. Even though Superman Lois is probably not going to release until like October time, I think they gotta get everyone in the know. Be like, Superman Lois is coming back, and this is what you're gonna get in this season. They've shot all the seasons, so why can't they put together a trailer? Surely they've put together a trailer by now, even if they're not ready to reveal or release it, I guess. Yeah, but yeah. So what do you guys think of My Adventures with Superman? What do you think of this trailer? It's got me hyped. Yeah, I'm fairly confident. Like you said, 99% sure it's October. They just said the fall, and traditional CW would air in October, but knowing Nexstar, they could ignore, all the kind of normal networking conventions, I guess, because, what's the rules to them, I guess. But yeah, I agree with you, Craig. It's not Smallville, though. It's fantastic. I love the character dynamics. Yeah, I completely agree. I remember when 4 months between seasons of Smallville felt like an eternity. Honestly, I remember going from when was it, like say The Flash or Supergirl, like it would be from, would they normally end in May? Like they would start October, end in May. Then it would feel like an eternity until we got to Comic-Con where they would release a trailer. We'd actually get like teasers for the new seasons. And then it would feel like an eternity after Comic-Con to get to October where you would have, The Flash and Supergirl coming out, or The Flash, Supergirl and Arrow, and finally you would get to see it, and it would just be like the longest summer ever. Like as much as I love the summer, it just like always signified to me this was the drought season. This was when there's no news, there's nothing. All there is in the summer is San Diego Comic-Con, and that is it. So yeah, it was crazy times. I wish we could go back to that for now. Like all we have is Superman Lois left, and yeah, we got new shows like My Adventures with Superman. You've got different shows out there that obviously we can attach you. But Craig says next star will be like, we got another cheap Canadian import about a hot girl who teams up with a cop. Yeah, that is just classic next star right now. That's classic CW in this new regime. Like, that's all they care about. Cheap Canadian import, British import, any import like from another country. That's great for our scheduling, guys. May to October, yeah, that was it. I knew I remembered that right. Marketing has never been the CW's forte, to be completely honest. No, I completely agree. Like, you guys remember the lack of marketing in Black Lightning's final season and the lack of marketing for Supergirl's final season? Honestly, quite criminal. Like, I was fairly happy the Flash kind of got the right promotion for the episodes, but I remember they would not even like bother uploading the trailers to the final episodes of like Black Lightning, and I think for Supergirl on a slightly lesser scale, but they really like shafted Black Lightning, for instance. So, I mean, it's not even just this regime of the CW. It's like even the past regime was just not good at marketing. Like, Comic Con was their best thing, and that's it. And then releasing promos after new episodes every week, and that literally was pretty much it. Welcome, Fabian. Nice to see you. Thank you so much, Citizen Tin Scott, for sending in a super chat. Really appreciate the support towards the channel. Yeah, if you send in any other questions, I'll be sure to answer them. But yeah, really appreciate it, Tim. Thank you for supporting as always. And shout out to everyone that's been here commenting. Obviously, just me right now. So, you know, it's good to bounce back and forth with you guys. But if you want to send any other super chats, I'll be sure to answer them straight away, guys. At least in those times, we had news dripping from time to time between Comic-Con and season premieres. Yeah, no, that's the other thing. It's like back in the old days with the Arrowverse, like, okay, yeah, there was a drought after May until Comic-Con, and, you know, that's July. But then after that, you would get BTS photos with like Canada graphs on set. So we get like glimpses into it. And quite honestly, I've been a little bit like missing that, like, because Superman and Lois this season, whilst they've been filming, we haven't got too much. Like, there's not been many shoots out on location. So we've only seen minimal amounts of the season, which is a good thing that we're going to be surprised about what goes down. But at the same time, it's, you know, not traditional. Like, they would always be in Vancouver, like in downtown, and we'd always get a look, like those iconic moments where you get your first glimpse at a new Flash suit, or, you know, a look at a new villain. I remember the photos, I believe, ages ago when the Rival back at the start of season 3 was coming out, and I remember we got like set photos. It was great. Nathan says, I remember when a trailer released at Comic-Con, I remember the videos that were released from you, Ben, and Paigey, and Emergency Awesome with the theories. Oh, the old days. Yes, completely true. No, yeah, I remember the old days. Like, I went to Comic-Con in San Diego in 2019. I believe Craig was there as well. That's actually the one time I met Andy in real life. That was the very first time we actually talked. I went up to Andy and I said, oh, you know, I'm DCTVshow. Like, he knew me online, but he never, I don't think I showed my face by that point. So, yeah, I said hi to Andy. We were interviewing Melissa Benoist together. So, yeah, good memory right there. We interviewed the whole Supergirl cast. Yeah, 2019. That's right, Craig. So we're probably in the same room, but we just didn't know it. Craig says, I feel like aside from Canada Grass and what he gets, the promotion/publicity is left to Bitsy and literally, I swear, like half of the Superman Lois videos I've been making have been like, Bitsy has been super active online. This is what she said. Same for Superman, the film. It's just been like James Gunn being super active on threads, and that's it. Like, but the equivalent on Superman Lois right now is just is literally Bitsy being super active, which is nice for us at least. But yeah, we've got the odd kind of graphs post. We're going to talk about that in a minute because there is one. I want to point out some photos which I talked about this week. Nathan, Craig had you at hot girl for the new show. One thing I've noticed since Nexstar took over is episode photo galleries only do 2 to 4 images, whereas the previous regime did about 15 episodes for some 15 photos for some episodes. No, I actually completely realized that as well. I think that was last season, in the final season of The Flash. We only got minimal amount of photos for The Flash. I was like, where are the photos? Like, did the websites not upload them? Obviously, you know, Craig, because you upload them. Like, you're one of the first people to upload them. So yeah, they're quite restrictive. Don't know if that's anything to do with budgeting. Don't know what the real reason is, but yeah. Yeah, no, I remember for the Flash finale, I remember being like, what? Like, there's barely any photos. Like when I'm, flicking through your site, like Flash TV News or Krypton site, or flicking through some of the other websites, like just comparing and being like, is this real? Like, because I was just used to them releasing like 15 plus photos for every episode of the Arrowverse shows. I assume the photo department just isn't as robust as it used to be. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if they're there taking photos, I'm sure they took enough photos, but maybe it's just maybe the editing process. They don't have, the capacity. Like, I don't think it's crazy to edit 10 photos, if I'm being completely honest. But maybe they also just want to keep it under wraps about like what's happening in the episodes. I guess that's a possibility. I don't know the ins and outs, but my favorite superhero, Supergirl, is Helen Slater. Yeah, she's good, but Melissa's better. Man on the Moon says Craig, and we'll say for that hot girl with the cop, it's so camp. Will be so camp. I don't know what you're saying there, but yeah. Nathan says, I remember vividly the start of season 3 of The Flash. I was just moving house and I wasn't concerned about moving. I was more concerned about not being able to watch The Flash because I had used so much data. That's great, Nathan. That is a good story. I like you guys know that when I first made my channel, I was about like 16 years old. I was still in school. I had a few years left. And then I later went to university for 3 years. And I remember being like, I remember in school, I used to, like, I would watch the Flash, and then I would sometimes like cycle home for an hour, make a video, upload the video, boom, go back to school. Like, oh yeah, that's kind of crazy. I know compared to some of you guys, like maybe that's insane. Like, I guess I don't know how old you guys were when, like, I mean, that was specifically the Flash season 3, the end of Flash season 2 for me. But yeah, I was like 16 going on 17, I guess. Now I'm 23 and it's been a while, but I really miss those days. Like, I miss just being hyped, having so many TV shows, so many Arrowverse shows going on. And I've said this to you guys, but I'm gonna do a complete rebrand of the channel. Like, I'm changing the name of the channel. It's not going to be DCTV show anymore. Still going to make DC videos. Still going to make Superman Lois videos. It just won't necessarily be every single day. I think DC videos will be every 2 days. So still going to be very active. Lots of the same type of content. I'm going to do more like on-screen camera content, edit it differently. So just making the videos more engaging, and it's mainly to expand the channel, expand and talk about other stuff, which it's a shame, like, I have to do this, but like the channel, is great. And I love talking about DC, but there's only so much I can talk about. And I really feel like I got to talk about Marvel. I got to talk about Star Wars, Avatar, Invincible, X-Men. Like, I want to talk about all that stuff, but obviously DC remains my main focus. I just have to change my name, guys. And so don't be surprised when I change my name. My name is right now, the name I've chosen is going to be like Ben's Take. So it's going to be Ben's Take on DC. It's going to be different series, like Ben's Take on DC, Ben's Take on Marvel, Ben's Take on, Avatar, Ben's Hot Takes, or, stuff like that. So don't be surprised when I change the name. I will upload like an explainer video. But yeah, the content's going to stay the same. It's just going to be better. So if anything, it's a good thing. But yeah, I remember the days where it was just like Arrowverse, 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 and I mean, all I want to talk about is the Arrowverse, if I'm being completely honest, guys. But you know, we've got Superman Lois left, and then what do we have? Like, we have to wait ages for the first DCU TV show to come out, and of course, I'm going to cover all of them. But yeah, just going to change the name. I'll reapply for verification on the channel. Ben's take sounds so much like Neb's good takes, though, and Neb is Ben spelled backwards. I've never actually heard of that channel, and I could be doing the guy or whoever made it a disservice. Neb's good takes. Yeah, Neb is literally Ben backwards. That's funny. But yeah, that's going to be the new channel name. The style of the channel is going to stay the same, though. Oh, it's a Twitter thing. Okay, not a YouTube thing. I'll have a look later after this. I'm so old that my superhero show when I was in high school was Lois and Clark. Fair enough, Craig. Fair enough. One year where they used to do the Warner Brothers Vancouver set visits, they had a photographer along with us, and so there were professional photos of some of us on the Smallville set. That's amazing. I really wish I got in on set visits. I think, you know, being not from America or Canada, it was always hard for me to establish like a proper relationship with the CW. And so, yeah, I just never got in on that, which is a shame, but, you know, it is what it is. At least, you know, they gave me proper good access at Comic-Con and things like that. Okay. Tim is having fun with that the plot line that pretty much sums up the CW right now. That's funny. What other names do you have? Other options? Well, I thought of some other names, but I think I'm going to go with Ben's Take, just because I can use it as like a jump off point to have series like playlists on my channel being like Ben's Take on DC, Ben's take on Marvel, Ben's take on whatever you guys want me to talk about, basically. So just to open up, like, and I thought about this when I was thinking about changing my channel name. I do say at the start of every video, hey guys, Ben here. I don't say, hey guys, the DCTV show here. Like, yeah, it's the DCTV show, but it's just me talking. So, you know, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. And I think the name just kind of limited me there, where if I talk about other stuff, yeah, in the past, like some Riverdale content did really well, or, you know, Harry Potter or a series of unfortunate events. Like, I want to talk more about like those other shows that interest me, those other films that interest me. So yeah, it's just going to be experimentation. It's going to be lots of experimenting. I think I'm going to actually put together like a full upload schedule. So like actual times where every day there's going to be an upload, just so when I do the reboot of the channel, like, of course, all my other videos are going to stay the same and everything's going to stay the same. I'm just going to upload different types of videos and the name's going to be changed. It's the same, guys. Don't worry. But if I'm coming up with like actual upload times, so you guys know what time to come back every day for a video. And there is going to be videos like every day without fail for at least the first couple of months, just as we transition. So yeah, expect a lot of videos and just watch as many as you can, because I want to gauge what interests YouTube and what interests you guys. But yeah, that's obviously something that I wanted to tell you guys who watch the streams first, so you're not surprised. But I will do like an explainer video for the rest of the subscribers who don't always tune into the live streams. Yeah, 93 to 97 was Clark and Lois. So yeah, I was not born by then. I was born in 2000, which sounds like I'm a baby, but I kind of am, I guess. But 23, that's not that young, but it's not old, but it is young compared to it depends how you see it, guys. Like to a 20-year-old, to my brother, I guess I'm old, but to someone born in the 80s, I'm young as hell, you know. The Ben Show, lol, yeah. You know, the actual story behind me coming up with the name, yeah, I was definitely in diapers when Smallville premiered. That's for goddamn sure, in 2001. Because I was born on Halloween 2000, so that's October 31st. So don't know when Smallville premiered. Well, October 2001, so that I would have been like a year old by then. But yeah, how I came up with the DC TV show name. So the whole idea, people get confused. It's the DCTV show. So it's like a show about DCTV. It's not the DC TV show. You know, it's not like separated like that. It's yeah. Craig's first article about Smallville was written a month before I was born. That is insane. That is crazy. Look how far we've come. Now I'm talking about Smallville in 2024. That is crazy, Craig. Yeah, you're like a proper original when it comes to this. Then, literally since 2000, you've been writing about Smallville, writing about DC. So yeah, that's the history behind the DCTV show name. But yeah, it's not like I'm gonna forget about it. You guys won't forget, but it's just gonna be more of a broad channel because I gotta grow it, guys. Like I gotta try and make this more sustainable. Like it's not my full-time job to be completely transparent with you guys. Like at points in the past it could have been, but you know, with the shows not on, with there only being Superman Lois, with them, you know, just doing other types of projects and like yeah, it's somewhat sustainable, but like it's not, the channel can't grow like this like it was when the Flash, when Supergirl was on. Like right now it's like this. Like you guys, of course, I really appreciate all of you that come back and watch, and some videos do really good, but the problem is not you guys. The problem is the algorithm. If it was just you guys, like I make Arrowverse videos all day, every day, and I will continue to make them. Of course, I will make Superman Lois videos. So I just need to kind of listen to the algorithm. It's like, all right, make more videos, make Marvel videos, make Star Wars videos, like stuff that interests you guys. So yeah, and YouTube revenue, like it's not good compared to websites. Like I don't know about you, Craig, but I'm actually considering starting a website and doing it like alongside it. I mean, for me, I work like part-time, in journalism and stuff. I'm waiting to hear back from like a job for now. That's like a freelance job. So yeah, it's like tricky. Like I wish YouTube was my full-time job, and it has been at many times my full-time job. But yeah, it's just up and down, up and down. So that's why I've just decided I gotta make a big decision. Gotta do the channel rebrand if I want to try and kind of go from this kind of not a flat line. It's more like an up and down, up and down. If we want to try and go like up and match someone like Emergency Awesome, or he's got many subs and many views, but he talks about everything. So I think I should talk about other stuff. So yeah, that's just me being honest with you guys. Yeah, I'm just catching up with the chat here. Hi Roscoe, welcome to the live stream. Alejandro, welcome to the live stream. Craig says Google ad rates have fallen a lot too. I'm looking desperately for additional work again. Was laid off as a result of the strikes, which sucks. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard ad rates for Google are down. I know a lot of people go work with like other advertisers because on Google you can do that as far as I'm aware. YouTube is just Google, and they take a huge chunk of what you earn. Like you don't ever see what you truly earn. Like you see maybe like a third of what you earn because they take like 50-60% of your revenue, which is just crazy, guys. So yeah, I wish it was a full-time job, but you can't do it unless you're like emergency awesome levels. And so that's, you know, like I need to make that shift. I need to not to be I don't want to be emergency awesome. Like that's a channel I like, but I got to be my own thing. And you know, I guess I got to bring in some of my expertise. You know, like I am a filmmaker. Like I'm making projects, like I'm shooting films, I'm shooting adverts, I'm shooting social media videos all the time. Like that's my other part. Like I'm juggle between journalism, YouTube, and filmmaking, and that's how I've been fine. Like just freelancing, literally all my life since university. So yeah, I'll just continue to do that for now. But yeah, hopefully with the channel rebrand, we can build something even better, even bigger, which will be great. Thanks, Books. Yeah, just wanted to tell you guys so none of you are surprised when we change the channel name. You're still waiting on me, Ben? Waiting on me for what? Or do in the spotlight and cover what's really popular, or in the small screen? Yeah, like I've got planned like different kind of series, I guess. There will just be, you know, playlists on the channel, but and I want to like maybe create like new intros for each different series. So there's like a different color scheme, a different look. And as I said, I want to be more on camera as well, not just images, not just my voice. So yeah. Oh, you're waiting for me on TikTok. Yeah, I got to get going with TikTok. I was thinking about that as well. Yeah. You can get more traffic if you just post daily whining about James Gunn, like that Aaron Fisher clown or something. Kidding, don't do it. Yeah. You can get more views on YouTube, that's for sure, if you just whine 24/7, but no, not for me. Rumble, never heard of it. Thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try and stay upbeat. I feel like the only time I don't stay upbeat in video is when I'm ranting about the CW, but I feel like we all kind of agree. Like I wouldn't rant for the sake of it. Like if I didn't think any of you guys would agree with me, like I just like to for now my philosophy about making CW videos is just to keep everyone updated because I know I want to be kept updated. Like I want to know if it's going downhill, I want to know if it's on fire, I want to know how it's affecting Superman Lois for now. And then once Superman Lois is gone, I think no more CW. I don't care about CW after Superman Lois. So yeah, that's the only time I kind of rant, I guess. But yeah, I try and make, you know, topics that are interesting. I know some other people do similar topics, but don't try and ramble on too long. Like I know some people go on for you know, a long time in some of their videos. I would like to, you know, one series that I would love to do is like, okay, this would be like a long-term project, but I would like go back, watch The Flash, and I would watch the whole show, watch the whole of Supergirl, and I would go make it like an hour long, like actual breakdown with like it all fresh in my mind. And I would be like, this is what worked and this is what did not work about these shows. And so I think that is something I want to do as well. So I want to have actual like good quality, proper breakdowns of like The Flash, Supergirl, like the whole show, or maybe season to season. But I think the whole show is probably better, like it's one longer video. And it's like an actual in-depth analysis of like what worked, what didn't work, what villains were great, you know, like what storylines work. But yeah, so more breakdowns, more like I want to do some trailer reactions. I want to do some, you know, like movie ending explainers. I used to do some of those sometimes. Want to talk about other stuff like shows like Invincible. I love that show. want to talk about Marvel a bit, want to talk about the new Harry Potter show. Like, I know that's a bit controversial, but I love Harry Potter, you know, just as a thing. I guess it's just being English. But I've made those videos before on the channel and they've done pretty well. So I feel pretty confident with Harry Potter because I know pretty much everything because I'm a super fan, I guess. But yeah, that's just going to do more of that. It's like reviews, breakdowns, Easter eggs, explainers, news still, and then, you know, like video essays of like The Flash breaking down the whole show, Supergirl breaking down the whole show, Legends, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, just some ideas. Let me know in the chat if you guys think they're any good. Books and Beats loves Harry Potter too. That's great to hear. I'm not a Slytherin. Actually, when I did the test, and I've done it multiple times, I'm always exactly Harry. Like, I shit you not, I'm Gryffindor, and I have a stag as my Patronus. So I'm literally Harry Potter, guys. Confirmed. Can't wait for my adventures of Superman coming back in May. And is it true they're doing a season 3? Yeah, I heard they're doing season 3, so that's really good. Clearly, season 2 is going to be good. So I look forward to it. Okay. Yeah, keep sending in. I love the interaction, guys. Keep going, and we'll keep answering your chat questions. But if any of you want to support the channel throughout the end of this live stream, like, we're going to go for a bit longer. I've got some other topics I want to talk about just to, you know, briefly bring them up and bounce them off with you guys. But yeah, if you want to send in any more super chats, please be sure to do it now. We'll be sure to answer them before the end of the stream, so don't send them in too late. And obviously, you're supporting the channel. I would greatly appreciate if you guys, you know, supported. And actually, probably the best way to support, maybe is not even super chats, probably memberships. So if you click the join button, if you want to support, you can do that. But obviously, that's not necessary, guys. That is completely up to you guys. You know, I just bring it up in live streams. It's just a normal thing to do on a YouTube live stream, I guess. But yeah, so shout out to all the members out there, like Nathan, like Cal, like, yeah, whoever. I don't think there's any other members in the live stream right now, but yeah, really appreciate you guys and everyone else. I wish CW go back to superhero shows. Yeah, me too. But I'm actually kind of sad that all the shows are going to be specifically made by DC Studios. Like, I think it's very valuable to no problem, Craig. Like, I completely relate. Literally, I relate. I'm, you know, in the process of trying to get a part-time job as well. So I think we're on a similar playing field, Craig. Don't worry. I wish there was other networks out there that did DC shows and everything. I just think being all under one umbrella, like, yeah, you might like it, Man on the Moon. Yeah, I might like it eventually, but for now, I liked what the CW did. I liked what the Arrowverse did. I liked that they created their own identity. They did something different. It wasn't the same as the DCEU. I think it would have been terrible if we had shows in the same tone as the DCEU. Just only that. Like, I want other stuff. And so, yeah, yeah, with like Netflix with the Sandman, it's very different. Dead Boy Detectives, it's different. I like it. It's something different. My Adventures with Superman, great. You know, you have the DC animated stuff like Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, Part 2, which we just watched. Yeah, that's you know, I'm all in for that. So yeah. Okay, we got a super chat here from Comic Book Reporter. Shout out Comic Book Reporter. Is this your first time super chatting? I don't recognize. Anyway, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Comic Book Reporter's question is there still hope for Young Justice? So I don't know what is going on with Young Justice right now. I'm going to give it a little type up. Craig, if you have any context about what's going on with Young Justice right now, please let us know, because I don't actually know what's going on. Season 5 has not been renewed. I know that. The last article that was released was by actually Andy. Rip Andy, rip the dream, wherever Andy is. Season 5 got like a hopeful update according to Andy's article back in January 2024. But yeah, it's not cancelled, but it's not renewed yet. So they're in kind of like a limbo state. Craig says Greg Wiseman's Twitter feed might be the best source for info. Okay, maybe I can check out Greg Wiseman's. Greg Wiseman. How do I spell his name? Anyway, yeah, I know he's the showrunner of Young Justice. But yeah, so right now, Young Justice in a limbo stage. I don't know why they wouldn't renew it. Maybe it's this new regime at DC, but I'm a huge Young Justice fan. It actually was the thing that introduced me to the Arrowverse, if I'm being completely honest, because I loved the Flash in it, and I was like, oh, there's the Flash in live action after watching Young Justice season 1, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I got hooked to the Arrowverse, watched Arrow. You know, I told you guys I only started watching the Arrowverse shows in the Flash season 2. So yeah, I didn't watch Flash season 1, had to catch up on Arrow, but I caught up really quick, let me tell you that, guys. And it was not good for my sleep schedule, let me tell you that, because as I said, I was still a teenager when I was watching and still at school. So yeah, anyway, it was great. And then I just felt like I knew enough. I was going to like comic book shops, I was reading DC comics all the time, and I was like fully into it. And so yeah, I just felt like, oh, I can make videos on this, you know. I used to watch, like I said, Emergency Awesome, doing like Flash videos and stuff, and I was like, I can do something like that. So yeah, that kind of inspired me to do it. Okay, let's talk about some other main topics. So we got an update from the actor who was going to play Green Lantern in the past Greg Berlanti version of the show. Let me get it up here. Here we go. It's on the screen. So Finn Wittrock, the actor, talks about the cancelled Green Lantern TV show. He also confirmed he would have the classic bowl cut for Guy Gardner. So just like that. Terrible haircut, let me just say that. But let's go into this. So this is what Finn had to say. I'm not going to say it didn't hurt to hear the news. And remember, guys, this is the Greg Berlanti Green Lantern show. That it wasn't happening, but I think it was good because I realized what I would need to do to prepare for this role. Sorry, I don't know what I was saying. What I would need to do to prepare for a role like this. So hopefully some other role in the world of heroes will come along, and then at least I'll have some kind of information about how to enter that world. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't read today. Maybe. Yeah. So this is coming from comicbook.com. So these are just some quotes that DCU updates taken. So I had like 20 Green Lantern comics. Jesus, it's getting late, guys. It's nearly midnight. I can barely speak. I had like 20 Green Lantern comics in my closet. Weird place to put it, in your closet. I was just starting to read comics. My 5-year-old son would find the comics and be like, Dad, what is this? I said, research for a project that never existed, but it was a great lesson. And now I'm kind of hooked on the story. So yeah, he was like fully into Green Lantern, which is nice. But yeah, I guess it's just a sad situation that we find ourselves in. Like that show just didn't fit with what they were planning for DC, and I think that's fair enough. Like, you know, not everything works out. We're getting the new Lantern show. Yes, it would have been nice to get a Greg Berlanti Lantern show. I think this was supposed to be on Max. So I think, yeah, it would have been nice to see Finn as Guy Gardner, but we're getting other Guy Gardners, we're getting other Green Lanterns, is what I meant to say. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that all goes down. I didn't know that it was cancelled. No, it's basically they scrapped this project, they scrapped Green Lantern, and then they brought in a new writer. They just started from scratch, basically, and now it's called Lanterns. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with the Green Lantern in TV. That is coming hopefully soon, the Lantern show, but it would have been nice to get Greg Berlanti actually producing a Green Lantern show. Well, I mainly watched by myself. I watched Young Justice with my siblings. That's actually, my brother got me into Young Justice when I was like 15, maybe. So he would have been very young because he's younger than me. But yeah, so I just, yeah, sometimes watch with my siblings, sometimes, yeah, sometimes with other people. My cat is meowing. Hello, Hazy. Yeah, so did you like Constantine or Lucifer? Lucifer's good. It's not my favorite show. I loved Constantine though. I was obsessed with season 1, and I'm still to this day bummed that they cancelled the show with that cliffhanger. It was just such a good cliffhanger. I was like so into it, and I was so excited when Constantine first appeared on Arrow. I'm actually so happy that just me and Nathan were talking about this on our previous stream today, watching Crisis Part 2. But Matt Ryan is in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. He voices Constantine. He voices Constantine everywhere, and I love it. I love that he is the definition of Constantine now, because he is my favorite. Loved him in Arrow. He was good in Legends for a while. I just didn't love Legends beyond season 4, if I'm honest. So, but that's nothing against Matt. Like, I'm a huge Matt Ryan fan. Matt Ryan is Constantine what J.K. Simmons is to J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, completely agree. Like, you can't not think of Constantine, not think of Matt Ryan and his voice. Like, he is pivotal. He is so important. So, hello. Got a little visitor on the live stream, guys. Say hello. This is little Hazy. She's turning 1 year old in a few weeks. So she is the cat that you've been hearing in the background meowing and stuff, but she is desperate to go. She wants my attention, guys. So we're gonna have to end the stream soon. But yeah, that's that topic. We had some other topics. Don't feel like anything is like super interesting. So just keep messaging in the chat. Send in any final super chats if you want to support the stream. Yeah, she's super cute. She's just a bit loud at the moment. She's not normally loud. Keanu has entered the chat. Nah, Matt Ryan's better. Sorry, Keanu. I love Keanu, but nah. Matt Ryan is what J.K. Simmons is to J. Jonah Jameson. That's completely true. Yeah, that's true. Man on the Moon. What you had to say here. I would love to see the Red Lanterns. Not so desperate to see Sinestro, just because we've seen Sinestro more recently. Red Lanterns would be awesome, in my opinion. To get like Atrocitus and stuff, it would just be so good. I did not see this, Craig. Maybe if you can find it, send it to me and I'll have a read. I didn't like how Legends handled Constantine. They made him into sentimental. Yeah, too sentimental and nice. He was just not Constantine. It was not the same version from his show. The version we saw in Arrow at first was definitely like Constantine from his own TV show. Are you excited for any movies coming out? Yeah, some. I'm seeing I'm going to France on the 14th, so in 12 days' time. I'm going to be going to the Cannes Film Festival again. I've been for the last 2 years, seeing the new Furiosa film, the new Mad Max film, so looking forward to that. There is the new Francis Ford Coppola film, Megalopolis, looking forward to that. I think Oscar Isaac is in that. There's lots of cool films, and I need to see Fall Guy, that's out right now here, but I haven't watched it yet. Black Lanterns would be cool. Yeah, we saw Deathstorm in The Flash. That's true. NBC ordered 3 scripts beyond what aired. Okay. Yeah, have a look for it. Send it to me, Craig, if you find it. Love the scene in Crisis where Constantine met Lucifer 2. Yeah, that was a good scene. And I also liked when he met Jim Corrigan. Yeah, I completely agree. And was not the one that he knew since Corrigan was on Constantine. Yeah, I remember that scene when that happened. I was like, Jim Corrigan? That's not him. But then, yeah, it's just a different version. Yeah, that scene in Crisis was really good with Lucifer. That was actually a surprise. I did not know Lucifer was coming. So, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when that actually occurred. Visitor just crawling around. But yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about, guys. So I think if that is pretty much it, I would say. So as I said, we're going to do some big channel changes. I will upload like an explainer video. I know I've already explained it to you guys, but just watch that video when it comes out in case there's any more changes that I decide to make. But yeah, don't worry. DC content's going nowhere. Live streams will continue to be every Thursday at the same time. So just keep coming back, keep supporting, keep commenting, keep watching the videos on every other day. As I said, I'm going to come up with like proper schedule, what time the video is going to be up, what time is good for you guys. Like, I'm curious, like, Craig, you live in North America. What is a good time, would you say, to upload videos? Like, I don't know what coast you're on. So let me know what would you say is like ideal for most Americans, most Canadians? I'm actually curious before we end the stream. Right now is good for you. Yeah, so I don't know what time it is. Like, it depends where in America or Canada. It's like so freaking big. Obviously, we only have one time zone in the UK, so it just makes it easier for us. Best time is always before 8 p.m. ET when prime time starts. Yeah, that's completely true, because I guess people just, tune into TV. So 8 p.m. ET, so before 1 a.m. UK time, basically. Yeah. Now it's nearly 4 p.m. in Burbank, California. Oh, so yeah, that's like 4 p.m. So I guess some people finishing work around that time, blah, blah. Do you actually live in Burbank, Craig? Because I last time I went to LA, I stayed in Burbank because I like staying near Warner Brothers. Oh, you live next to Warner Brothers? Oh, that's crazy. I literally stayed in a hotel like right opposite Warner Brothers. I'll try and find the hotel, like, just out of curiosity before we end this. So Warner Brothers, I'll look on the map because I'll recognize it. It was not far from the Whole Foods in Burbank. That's what I know because we went there. Because yeah. Okay, Warner Brothers is here. Frick, what? It was on Olive Avenue. I remember that. That's like one long road that kind of leads to Warner Brothers. I know that. That's where the Whole Foods market is. It's like kind of if you walk down towards Starbucks, there's a Starbucks on Olive Avenue, and it's like kind of just before then. There is this hotel called Safari Inn. It was not that one. Oh, what was it called? It was like kind of a hotel motel situation. Like, we didn't know what to expect when we went, but that was the last place we stayed. Yeah, it's not far from that hotel called Safari Inn. I don't know where it is. Can't see it on the map, but I know it was just off Olive Avenue. Anyway, that's where we were. No, we weren't in Best Western. It was like not the Tangerine Hotel. Frick. Maybe I need to type in hotels in that area. I just know we were like close to this hotel called Safari Inn. It's not showing up on the map. Maybe this hotel does not exist anymore. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we stayed around there last time. Hi Matthew, welcome to the live stream. We are ending the stream in a minute. Sorry for those of you guys joining. Yeah, there was a Domino's near the Starbucks. I remember that. And yeah, it was right near Safari Inn by the McDonald's. So somewhere down there. Anyway, it was like a motel hotel situation. But yeah, I would love to come back soon, but yeah, it's very expensive to go from here in England. Don't live in London anymore, but kind of I live near Gatwick, so it's all right if I fly from there. But yeah, so LA is a long way away. Long live the DC universe on TV. Yeah, I completely agree, Matthew. Long live it. It's like 2 miles from where you are. Okay, so you're like kind of further closer to like Warner Brothers, probably, I guess. Yeah, challenges good. Really liked it. Yeah, you're right by. Yeah, so we were just like further up the road towards that McDonald's, towards the Safari Inn, the Domino's, the Starbucks that way. Yeah, that was like, I just wanted to stay in a familiar area. I've been there. It's quite quiet. Like no one's walking on the street, but I guess that's just LA in general. It's like not like here. The studio lot with the Friends fountain and WB animation stuff used to be right across the street from me, but sadly they're demolishing it right now and building soundstage. Oh, that's sad. Oh, I love Friends. I love Friends so much. That is just so cool that they filmed it there. And they filmed so much there, obviously. I've been to Warner Brothers like 3 times now. I'm pretty obsessed. It's a shame you didn't get to see the DC Comics offices. That's not far from Olive either, but they moved out since. Yeah, I never got to see it, but you love that studio lot. Yeah. Launch season 4 Superman Lois trailer, hopefully sometime soon, but releasing in October. Thank you, Roscoe, that you watch all my videos. Really appreciate it. We'll have a new video out tomorrow, as always. And yeah, just try and stay active as we, change things up around here. Yeah, of course, it should get another season, but sadly not. So that pretty much does it. Thank you guys for watching. My letterbox should just be my name. Just type in Ben Rolfe. Just type in that on Letterbox. Pretty active. I just like rate films and stuff on there. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. Thank you for watching, and yeah, shout out to all of you that have commented throughout the live stream, supported via super chats. Shout out to the members. Shout out to Craig and everyone else that's been tuning in. Matthew, Man on the Moon, Roscoe, Nathan, Fabian, all of you guys, all of you. I see you guys, and we'll be back next Thursday. Enjoy that Constantine script. Oh, thank you. Did you send it to me? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I just got the message. I will go ahead and read that. So good night, everyone, or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. I guess good afternoon to Craig in Burbank. But yeah, okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.